I came home early from my vacation and found another woman in my house, but what she said to me changed everything. I, 31F, have been married to my husband, 39M, for 7 years. If you looked at our life from the outside, you'd probably think I won the lottery. He's wealthy, owns several companies, drives cars I'll never remember the names of, and people practically worship him. We have a beautiful home, no financial worries, and everyone always told me how lucky I was to have such a devoted husband. I believed them. About a month ago, he surprised me with an all-expenses-paid girls' trip to Greece. 5-star hotels, first-class flights, spa treatments, the whole thing. He kept insisting I deserved to relax because I'd been stressed lately. Looking back, he was almost too excited for me to leave. The first few days were normal. We'd text every morning and every night. Then suddenly he became impossible to reach. His messages got shorter. Busy. In meetings. Talk later. Whenever I tried to call, he'd decline it almost immediately before texting that he couldn't talk. I ignored the feeling in my stomach because I trusted him. Besides, he always had crazy work weeks. 3 days before my scheduled return, the airline offered me an earlier flight due to a cancellation. I figured it would be fun to surprise him. I wish I never had. When I pulled into our driveway, his car wasn't there, but the lights inside the house were on. I walked in quietly. At first, everything seemed normal. Then I heard laughter upstairs. A woman's laughter. I froze. I honestly thought maybe one of his employees had stopped by or his sister was visiting. Then I noticed a pair of expensive high heels sitting by the stairs. Not mine. My heart started racing. I walked upstairs as quietly as I could. The bedroom door was half open. Inside was a woman, wrapped in my robe, sitting on the edge of my bed, drinking wine from the crystal glasses we received as wedding gifts. She looked at me. I looked at her. Neither of us spoke for several seconds. Finally she frowned and asked, "Who are you?" Before I could answer, my husband came running out of the bathroom. I've never seen someone's face lose color so quickly. He just stood there. Nobody spoke. Then the woman looked between us and laughed nervously. "Babe, who's this?" My husband didn't answer. Instead, she looked back at me and said something I'll never forget. "Is this your cleaning lady?" I felt like the room started spinning. I managed to say, "I'm his wife." The smile disappeared from her face. "No, that's impossible." She immediately started arguing with him. "You told me your divorce was finalized almost 2 years ago." I just stood there while the two of them screamed at each other. She opened her phone and started showing me pictures. Hundreds of them. Vacations. Luxury hotels. Birthday dinners. Christmas. His company's charity gala, the same gala he told me spouses weren't invited to. There were even photos from weekends he claimed he was overseas on business. She'd been with him for almost 18 months. But here's the weird part. She looked just as betrayed as I did. She started crying and apologizing over and over because she genuinely had no idea I existed. I left before either of them could stop me. I spent the night at my sister's house. The next morning I called a divorce attorney. By noon I'd frozen our joint accounts. By evening his entire family was calling me. Not to apologize. To beg me not to file. Apparently the divorce would destroy several ongoing business deals worth millions. Suddenly my forgiveness became everyone's priority. I ignored every call. Then yesterday, something happened that I still can't explain. The other woman messaged me. She said she wanted to give me everything she had as evidence. I agreed to meet her. She brought photos, videos, hotel receipts, copies of messages. Then she handed me a small envelope she'd found hidden in his home office. She said she'd almost thrown it away because it wasn't addressed to her. It had my name on it. Inside was a handwritten letter from a woman I'd never heard of. The first line read, "If you're reading this, it means he finally slipped up. You're probably not the first wife, and you definitely won't be the last." There was also a photograph. It showed my husband standing beside another woman in a wedding dress. The date on the back was from 3 years before he and I supposedly met. I confronted him. He swore the picture was fake. His parents insisted they'd never seen that woman before. But last night, his mother called me crying. She asked me one question. "Where did you find that photo?" When I told her, she went completely silent. Then she whispered, "Burn that letter. Don't ask any more questions." And hung up. I haven't slept since. Because now I don't think I was uncovering an affair. I think I accidentally uncovered something my husband's entire family has been hiding for years. Loved this story? Like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.